Hey guys, welcome back to Creator Best Life. Today we are talking about thrillers. This is one of my all-time favorite genres ever. I love thrillers. I can't get enough of them. I eat them up. I don't know. It's something about thrillers that, specifically psychological thrillers, that really just have my mind just going around like this. I just love the puzzles. I love the suspense. I love everything about it. It's just my favorite. And probably because I am just this person that loves psychology. I love puzzles. I love figuring out the way that people's minds work. And I just love a surprise and a challenge, and just the thought of trying to figure out what's going to happen next, which is kind of odd for someone that suffers from anxiety, but that's life. I'm a weird person. Doesn't quite make sense. I wanted to talk to you guys specifically about the thrillers that I've been watching and enjoying a lot lately. But before I do that, I wanted to explain a little bit about what thrillers are for people that don't know what they are. So I'm actually going to read it because memorizing it was just too much. I'm reading from No Film School on their website, and I will link that below. The thriller genre movie and TV show definition is characterized by the moods it elicits. Thrillers are about the feeling of thrills. They are movies and TV shows that keep you wondering what will happen next. Exactly why I love them so much. They give viewers heightened feelings of suspense, excitement, surprise, anticipation, and anxiety, which, why would I want to do that to myself? I already have anxiety. But, c'est la vie. Thrillers also usually have a main character who is slowly isolated from the people they once trusted and relied on. The betrayal might thrust the protagonist into a new worldview. They have to work alone to prove their innocence or take down the people trying to kill them. That's a lot. So, basically, they're saying suspense is the key to the thriller genre definition. And I think that that's really cool because they say the main subgenre of thriller is the suspense genre. Suspense is maybe the most crucial characteristic of the thriller genre. It gives the viewer a feeling of fascination and excitement mixed with apprehension, anticipation, and tension. Yes, it's what keeps us wondering where the story will go. It's why we love Alfred Hitchcock movies. And to be perfectly honest, yes, Alfred Hitchcock movie is definitely on my list. I love it. That is the reason why I even got interested in making films behind the scenes as opposed to acting. And I can't wait to share with you what's on my list. Let's see. Okay, I also wanted to talk a bit about the thriller subgenres because there are a ton and I love them so much. So, let's see. They have the legal thriller, spy thriller, action adventure thriller, medical thriller, police thriller, romantic thriller, okay, historical thriller, a political thriller, a religious thriller, a high-tech thriller, a military thriller, and of course my favorite, psychological thriller, because there are plenty on this list. Now, some of them are TV shows, some of them are movies on my list, and I can't wait to share them with you, so I'm going to jump right in. First and foremost, I have to share with you my top and ultimate favorite movie of all time, which is Psycho, directed by Alfred Hitchcock. I watched that in high school, and that catapulted me into wanting to write and edit movies and TV shows. And that's what I've been doing pretty much ever since. I loved it. So Psycho is my number one. Another favorite of mine is Seven, The Secret Window, which I recently watched twice. It had Johnny Depp in it. I know it's a lot going around about Johnny Depp's personal life, but I personally love him as an actor. I think that he is phenomenal, and The Secret Window was really good, specifically because I'm thinking about the time that it came and just all the movies that have come after it that are like kind of similar. So when I watched it, I was like, oh, okay, I know what's happening now. It kind of makes sense. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't think it got that good reviews, but it was such a good movie. And obviously, so was Seven, because it's got Kevin Spacey, phenomenal actor, terrible personal life. It's got Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt. So, like, obviously I'm going to watch it because those three actors are phenomenal. And, Brad Pitt is nice to look at, but there's that. I also have to put my other two favorites. So I have a top three for thrillers, which are Psycho, Inception, and Shutter Island. And I know I probably sound like a real creep for loving all three of those movies, but I really, really do, and they're so good. Another movie I really, really loved was Split. He just did a phenomenal job acting in it, to be perfectly honest. That's part of my favorite elements of it, was the acting, but it was really good. Like, I love the concept. And what I try to do with watching movies and TV shows is I try not to look at any of the reviews and the ratings, because I just want to fully enjoy it and experience it without other people's opinions. And it's great to do that for the first time, just so that you can be objective about it. And I like to also just base myself in being objective and saying, do I like it in terms of just enjoying it, or do I want to actually rate the movie? And sometimes you just want to enjoy it as opposed to be a critic. So I already told you that we've got a few series on our list, and I'm going to share a couple of those as well. First, we have Behind Her Eyes. Next, obviously, we have You, which is my favorite because I love Penn Badgley, and it's just such a good show. Even though it's super creepy and terribly gross, but I just love it. It's maybe it's because like I used to watch Forensic Files and like Snapped and everything with my mom when I was a kid, so now I'm just like, ooh, let's watch all of these creepy things. And I watched The Bad Seed, and obviously Psycho, and The Fly, and The Birds, and just all the creepy stuff. So it's kind of ingrained in me at this point to watch stuff like that. Another TV show thriller is The Haunting of Hill House, and also The Haunting of Bly Manor. They're by the same people and had a lot of the same actors, which was really fun to see. And I think that those are super duper creepy. I also really loved The Haunting of Hill House way better than Bly Manor. Not that Bly Manor was bad, I just thoroughly enjoyed Hill House way more. It was just, I didn't know what to expect with that one. With Bly Manor, I kind of guessed it a little bit. So I don't know. Maybe you felt differently about it. They were both good, and I can't wait for them to come out with another one. Another thriller mystery type series is Dead to Me, and I cannot wait for the next season to come out. I love it so freaking much. It is such a good show, and I highly, highly recommend that one if you like thrillers and like murder shows and stuff. Not that that's okay, but it's fun to indulge in when it's in a comedic way, like Netflix tends to do with their shows. Obviously, Dexter, which came out a decade ago, I think. Yeah, probably over a decade ago. I can't even remember when Dexter came out, but yeah, I will rewatch Dexter anytime someone asks me to rewatch it. It's such a good show. I love the monologues. The acting was great. I love that they had the story based in Miami, even though they filmed in LA, and it was so good. And I also find psychopaths and sociopaths kind of fascinating. I don't know why. It's not like I'm attracted to them like the craze with some people, but it's more so that, like I said, the psychology. I'm just trying to figure out how their brains work, and I guess that's kind of weird. What does that say about me? Obviously, I have to list my faves from Jordan Peele, Get Out, and Us. He is amazing. I don't know how he does it. I'm still studying his projects, and I still am like, wow, these are great. First of all, they're thrillers with black casts, which is really important to me as a black woman, wanting to see more representation in all the genres. So that has just been really great to watch and rewatch and then do read-alongs. And I think because I have the annotated script, I purchased it as a fan of Get Out. I think I'm going to do a read-along with the Get Out script. I think that'll be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for that. Another movie I really enjoyed was Selfless, and that starred Ryan Reynolds. I think I saw it on Netflix. It was a lot of fun, really cool concept, and I think that a lot of other people will enjoy it / have enjoyed it in the past. So check that out for sure. Another one that a lot of people probably haven't seen or heard of is Gerald's Game. I think that that is a really good movie. It was creepy, and part of it was kind of sick, but I think that the acting was great, the story was great. I did not expect all of it. I highly suggest you watch that if you like stuff that's kind of like like mind games kind of things. So I highly recommend that one too. The Guilty was really good. The Gift was really good. Gattica is a thriller. It's kind of a sci-fi thriller, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Watched that recently. Also recently rewatched The Talented Mr. Ripley with my husband. I wanted him to see it because it was so good. Oh my gosh. That was such a good movie. It was really long and was kind of slow at parts. Like you're an hour in and you're like, dang, it's 45 minutes left. And it was still really, really good. And he enjoyed it. Interesting twist. Wasn't expecting all of it. Cast phenomenal. Just loved everything about that story. So highly recommend that. It's on Netflix again, so hurry up and watch it before they take it back off. Because they finally added it again. I've been looking for it and it's just so good. Highly recommend. Another show that I started is The Sinner, and that's on Netflix. And I think they like each season is a little bit different, each episode. And that's a pretty cool concept. I love when shows do that. And I think that, you know, if you like those kind of shows, it's pretty dark though, especially the first episode. It's very dark. So I would suggest if you don't like super dark stuff, maybe not try that. But like I said, that was really good. Another show that I consider a thriller is Supernatural. I will watch that anytime someone asks me to rewatch it as well. Such a good show, so much fun. It's really cool how they take the Bible and, you know, make it into fiction. As a Christian, at first I was like, what are they doing with this? Where are they going with it? I continue to watch it because one, the story is really good, and two, it is a fiction show. So don't take it to heart if you're like watching it and trying to like get your daily bread. That's not what that show is about. They're demon slayers basically, and like kill ghosts and stuff. So I would suggest if you like a lighthearted, a little comedy, kind of fun show that you can watch with your family and just chill and have a good time, I would watch that because it's pretty feel good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I've got one more show on my list, which a lot of people have heard of. It's on Amazon Prime. It's called Homecoming. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I have no idea if they're going to make another season. I know they did two, one with Julia Roberts and then the other one with Janelle Monáe. I still haven't finished the one with Janelle Monáe, and I'm kind of sad that I haven't finished it, but there's so many shows on my list. Like I am simultaneously watching so many things and then also watching movies for inspiration and then movies for critiquing and then movies just for fun. It's just so much to keep up with. Not to mention the other night we just went to see Nope by Jordan Peele, and quite frankly, I enjoyed it. Sci-fi thrillers are not my fave. I'm not gonna lie. And I will watch any movie that Jordan Peele writes and produces. It doesn't matter what he puts out. And it's very few people that I will just watch anything by them. But it's usually Jordan Peele, Shonda Rhimes, Ava DuVernay, anything that Leonardo DiCaprio is in, pretty much anything that Brad Pitt is in. I will watch who else's stuff. It's not many. Like I can probably count on 10 fingers how many projects I will watch. Like anything Viola Davis is in, anything Meryl Streep is in, Anne Hathaway, the list is very short. I know it sounds like it's getting longer and longer, but it's very short. But yeah, I was just surprised that I wasn't as excited after watching Nope. And it's partially because we went to the drive-in and the guy in front of us, his car lights would not turn off. Like he tried it, he was having issues with his car. I think he just didn't really know how to work his car and work the lights. But he tried, he covered them up, and then they kept falling, but whatever. When you're at the drive-in, you need it to be completely dark. And it was hard to see a lot of the dark scenes, and I really just want to see Nope again just so that I can fully digest it, because sci-fi is really not my genre at all. Not that I just don't like them, but also because I oftentimes have a hard time figuring out what they're talking about, because a lot of times in sci-fi and dystopian, they come up with all these different terms and place names and character names, and I'm sitting there trying to figure out what the heck they're saying and trying to figure out who they're referring to, what location they're referring to, and I missed part of the plot, which is, it sucks. That's what happened to me when I was watching Dune too. So it's not so much that the story's bad. It's me. I'm the problem. So it is what it is. So yeah, that's my list of favorite mysteries and thrillers and things that I've just been watching most recently, mainly because I enjoy them, but also because I am currently writing a couple of thrillers and mysteries, and I just really, really want to get them right and make sure that the suspense is good, the plot is good, the character development is all great, and I'm just super excited about all of it. Hopefully I can share at some point. I haven't copyrighted anything in those genres yet, so I'm just, getting my life together, getting my characters and stories developed, and just cranking out these scripts. But if you guys like this and want to see more videos like this, please comment below, give it a share to someone that will enjoy it, and please subscribe if you really enjoyed it as well. I'd love to have you. I'm bringing more content to you guys, and I'm staying consistent. I am holding myself accountable. I told you guys I would. We are probably a month in of just being consistent with 2 videos a week. I'm super excited and proud of myself. I hope to continue to do this. By the time you see this, it'll probably be over a month. I don't know, who knows? We're just gonna keep the momentum going because I'm enjoying myself. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. And I just wanna bring more of these videos to you guys. So let me know if you want me to talk about more movies and other genres that I'm doing and TV shows, and others of my faves that you want to hear about. Do you want me to do some more reviews? Please comment below, all the things. Thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in a brand new video really soon. Bye!